Welcome to our first match of the evening with Kiki Chord. We have new... Look at that. The bird's gonna live, right? You just gotta believe sometimes. If the bird dies, we can't cast these white spells. But sometimes you just gotta have faith that the bird's not gonna get bolted. Alright, let's adjust this size a little bit here. Yeah, so we people that have been following the deck for a while know that I played Domri Rod once upon a time, and the problem with that I don't like Domri, I know the reason why I ended up getting rid of Domri is because he doesn't always draw a card, and our creatures aren't generally large enough to be able to fight things consistently. And Nahiri is just like super relevant text across the board. We're in the market for more removal. We're in the market for looting away extra mana idiots. We're in the market for tutoring up a creature. Like Nahiri just does literally everything this deck wants to do. And if this bird doesn't die and this voice doesn't get spell snared, we have a really good chance this game. Opponent probed us. Could be Infect. Could be Storm. We're playing a Magic Online League. Could be literal anything. Nahiri is a very powerful Magic card. Ooh, Marsh Flats could still... Oh, this could be Suicide Zoo. Dismember the bird. Wow, what a savage. Definitely Suicide Zoo. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's see if we draw some lands here. Glad we've got Engineered Explosives back on the sideboard this evening. So, that's definitely good. This matchup's tough. This matchup's very, very hard for Chord. Their guys just get very large very quickly. This hand, obviously not stellar once the bird dies. Huntmaster of the Fells is consistently worse than Pia and Krindalar in my experience. You kill Thing in the Ice. You can play Engineered Explosives as additional ways to kill it, and you have 4 Path to Exiles. He's just gonna play his... Just double Death Shadow. Double 9/9s. Yep. Welcome to Modern. Enjoy your stay. Alright, well, we tried. Alright, so to bring in Engineered Explosives. And Lightning Helix doesn't kill a lot of his guys, but what it does do is it does kill him when he fetches very low, which he is definitely prone to doing. So I think that all of these cards are easily, like, he does have some guys that this card's gonna kill, but I think on average that this is just gonna be like hitting his face. Scavenging Ooze is probably medium to bad. This card can get big enough to fight with his idiots. Quadzley Pride Mage probably doesn't do a whole lot. If he has random hate cards that we need to deal with, Engineered Explosives can tag those as well. Both teams tried their darndest. They really did. Burrington Forge Tender might not be the worst card in the world. They definitely have bolts and they have red idiots, so like maybe this could just be a blocker. Eidolon of Rhetoric's not terrible in this matchup. I don't hate this card. I don't hate it. Is this better than Sin Collector? Sin Collector lets us see what's up and lets us like clear the way for a Path to Exile. Maybe Lone Missionary's not good enough, or Scavenging Ooze just might not be good enough actually. Yeah, let's trim that and do. Let's try this out. I'll take the play. Yeah, it sounds great. We're just gonna go Razor Verge Thicket, Engineered Explosives for 1-on-1. Just like not even screwing around. Not even screwing around a little. Good evening, folks. Nahiri is the truth, the light, and the way. She's very good. Just get this out of our hand. They play Inquisition and Thoughtseize. Like, no reason to let them get that going on. Important to remember with engineered explosives, in the last rules update, flipped cards now have the converted mana cost of their front side, even when they're on the back. So, like, Delver's converted mana cost 1 when it's flipped. Jace, flipped Jace is 2. Knight of the Reliquary is a tutorable beater, so we are giving him a try. The old Taylor Swift Spear getting in there. We're going to go ahead and probably fetch Basic Mountain here. Oh, yeah, definitely fetching Basic Mountain now that we drew the old Keeks McJeeks. Go ahead and play out Wall of Omens here. Yeah, everyone just hates everything that's a little bit different. That's another very good draw. Yeah, and so, like, the one thing that's, like, really important about Nahiri is that cards like Hero's Downfall, the only card that targeted destroys Planeswalkers that sees any amount of play in Modern is Maelstrom Pulse. So a Planeswalker like Nahiri that immediately goes to 6 loyalty is very difficult to kill all on its own. And then you factor in the fact that we're playing, like, Wall of Omens and Voice of Resurgence and, like, all of these other things that, like, gummy up the ground, and, like, all of a sudden... Yeah, block every time. Okay. And, like, once you could factor in that, like, we play all these idiots that gum up the ground, like, Nahiri's very difficult to kill. And she ultimates very quickly, and her ultimate is great. Is the stream screwed up? I hope the stream's not screwed up. He could have, like mutagenic growth here lets him kill the Wall of Omens. That's not unreasonable. Battle Rage also lets him eat the Wall of Omens, which I'm fine with either of those things happening. So, like, go nuts, bud. Stream's fine. Excellent. Thank you for the input. Try F6ing if you're having issues. F5 is refresh. Yeah, that's a F6. F6. Just Magic Online things. Bolting the wall. Yeah, that's a fine trade. So we're trading wall for lightning bolt plus 3 points of damage. Sounds wonderful. If he plays out another 1-drop here, we're probably just gonna pull the trigger on this engineered explosives. Yeah, like this trade is fine with us. So we're gonna go ahead and play Raging Ravine out here, and then if he does, like, almost anything next turn, we're just gonna, like, blow the engineered explosives, I think. Maybe if he just tries to hit us for 4 here, I think we're gonna blow the engineered explosives at end step. And the reason why that is if we just use our life total as a little bit of a resource here, we can go ahead and prevent him from playing out a threat this turn, basically. The wall count is about average. Actually, I think the wall count is actually a little bit lower than when I played in the past. I'm playing a little bit more 2-drop bullets in the main with the Missionary and Malira. So we actually are only on 4 walls right now. So he's attacking us for 4 here. If he doesn't do anything, I'm just going to take our 4 and then end step blow the engineered explosives, like I said. Yeah, so end step here, we're going to go ahead and blow this up. Sure, we're probably going to witness this back, but by taking the play that I've made here, we've stopped him from playing a threat for the turn. So what we've done here is he doesn't have a threat on the table right now, whereas if we blow the engineered explosives inside of combat and save ourselves the 4 points of life, he's then in his second main phase able to deploy another 1-drop threat and have that in play. So we're going to get our engineered explosives back, go ahead and put this Windswept Teeth into play, and ship the turn back here. So we did have the option here to just, like, end step, resto, untap Kiki and, like, try and kill him, but, like, he has dismembers and lightning bolts, so I think we're the control deck in this matchup, but I'd much rather just, like, play a slightly slower game as a control deck. All of the text in Magic Online has updated, and I'm not sure I'm used to it yet. I can't help it. I make the same bad jokes over and over again. There's a donate link below the stream. You can just go ahead and use that, and it opens up a PayPal thing, and it'll even pop it up on stream for everyone to see your generous donation. I'd appreciate that, Shoresburg. I've never actually been to an SCG run Grand Prix, so I'm actually kind of excited if we get there to be able to go. So we're gonna go ahead and grab Sacred Foundry here. It's third red source for Kiki here. So I could shock myself here and then play wall plus still have resto up, but I don't think getting the wall into play is really worthwhile. I think we're just gonna go ahead and play this tapped and preserve our life total a little bit here. Go ahead and get Eternal Witness out. So it looks like does he just like not have another threat? Okay, there's the Death Shadow, sure. Huh. I think, am I supposed to pass this idiot? I feel like I'm just supposed to like resto and rebuy the wall here. And then I'm not going to go for the combo because we can just like kill him in combat here with how low he's getting. And I'm just going to like path his Death Shadow on our turn. And then if that doesn't resolve, we'll just like EE for 1 and kill it that way. Howdy, Sebastian. Thank you for watching all the way from Chile. Gut shot, my idiot. Sure. Sure, man. Ideally, we draw untapped land here so we can path and Kiki here. Alright, well, got my wish, so path this guy. Opponent concedes. Pretty sure. I guess this could be like a counter spell. This could be like a counter spell that could be like set on the board. Maybe that's not unreasonable, especially like if we're like drawing Eidolon. Like this is also really like this is a removal spell for Monastery Swift Spear that later becomes a counter spell. He could have just killed the resto in response though, and then like the Kiki's tapped and his trigger doesn't resolve, then he gets another turn. But he was pretty dead either way there, I agree. I think I want the Forge Tender, and I almost feel like this is a cut a chord matchup because like we don't have any bullets that are like really specifically great, and we just like want to be able to play Magic like quickly and efficiently, and like drawing multiple chords in this matchup is probably really bad unless we're really far ahead. I don't even know how to pronounce that card. Triskophobia, the old number 13 card. I appreciate the $13.13 donation. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna trim a chord here, and submit this way. I've cast Nahiri in actual games. I haven't cast Nahiri on Magic. I beat Storm with Nahiri in one of the earlier League matches on Magic Online. God. This hand is so close. Like, if he hadn't shown us Gut Shot, I think I'd snap this off. Trisk Decaphobia. I see Kiki Chord on screen. There are a whole bunch. I really appreciate all the new follows. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the support. Follows and subs are the two best ways you can show your support for the stream. So if you enjoy the content you see here, I'd appreciate you taking the time to use one of those buttons below, or both of them if you're feeling generous. Yeah, my toddler is still awake, running around in the background. That's the oldest. So this hand is so super close. Like it's fantastic if we just hit a white source. Like, and maybe this matchup's. Maybe we're supposed to keep this hand in this matchup. Like, we can kill a Death Shadow. Like, if we get Gut Shotted or Bolted, like, it's just super bad. But, like, the upside, if we don't get Gut Shotted or Bolted, or we rip a white source. So, like, I mean, if you draw the second Nahiri, you can just discard it to the first Nahiri and draw a new card if you don't want it. So yeah, I mean, like, it's free, right? Like, you always play 4 Jaces because you can loot away the extra copies of Jace. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rationalize keeping this on the draw. I feel like the upside of keeping this hand is really high if we draw a white source, or if the Noble Hierarch lives, or if we just like draw a bird after. Yeah, I'm just, YOLO kids. He tanked on his hand. Maybe his hand's bad. Watch us get gut shotted on one. Watch us get gut shotted on. Well, there's one Noble Hierarch. I'm playing one fifth 1 cost dork. Never forget, Magic is a skill game. Better player always wins. Definitely never didn't have that. Didn't get gut shot. I guess if he has gut shot, he wants to do it on his turn to get the prowess trigger. Alright, thought seize. I'm glad he didn't thought seize this on 1. Maybe his hand is bad. So I kind of need to fetch shock with this and get Sacred Foundry. Which means we're taking 3 and we're taking 2 from this. He takes the path. Has the gut shot. Okay. Okay. Things could have gone much worse. No land. No land. No land. No land. No land. No land. Woo! No land. All right. Christmas come early, boys. Boys and girls. We're going to 11 here. But we get to go ahead and play out the old Wall of Omens. Draw him. Yep. Got him. Got him. All right. He had a second land. That's good for him. Block. Block twice. Block every time. Block again. Block. All right. Magic Online running extra slow in this update. Bolting my wall. Sure. So, like, a land that doesn't hurt us next turn would be great, or even just, like, a regular fetch land. This is probably a Shock Death Shadow, I'd assume. Yeah. Alright, so we've got a 3/3 untapped land. It's running slow because of how much money it's printing. We could just die next turn. Are we supposed to play? All right, we got time. Maybe we can pull the chat here. Do we just like play the Wall of Roots here? We could also just like play Voice. Playing Voice seems bad. Wall of Roots could like block this Death Shadow profitably. We could just like fire off the path from the Death Shadow, but we're pretty dead to the combo at that point. It's pretty obvious. I mean, we can't Helix. These lands don't cast Lightning Helix, but even if we could, he could have Mutagenic Growth or Gut Shot to save the Death Shadow. So I don't think I'd Helix the Shadow even if I could. I don't think even if Helix was castable, I don't think it would be the right line to play it. So that's just for reference. This is a mana base only a mother could love. I am the mother of this deck, so I do like this mana base. So like I feel like the line is play Wall of Roots and like hope we can block the Death Shadow, but that seems like super ambitious, right? I guess he did miss a land drop, but like, yeah, I think we're just supposed to path it. Let's just do it now so we don't get like Vines of the Vastwood. So one interesting thing here, we know our opponent doesn't have any Phyrexian mana cards in their hand right now because he was F6 there. So he didn't have any responses. Oh, my toddler is stuck. Hold on. Habit of Carol Keep. All right. Are you stuck? There you go. That's That's really interesting. Okay. Please be a 2-drop. Please be a 2-drop. Please be a card you can't cast. Hit a land. What a lucker. Untapped land that doesn't hurt us. Untapped land that doesn't hurt us. Yeah, look at that. We can cast those cards, right? All right, so I think we're playing Wall of Roots here now. I guess we could play Voice of Resurgence and like try and trade with this idiot. Yeah, that seems okay. And then like it can block again next turn if we want it to. No, usually this deck doesn't play any basic lands. So Voice is getting to block next turn regardless unless he has double removal spell. And if he has double removal spell, we're like super dead regardless of what we play here. So I think Voice is right. It'd be sweet if you had played something at our end step here. Black, black. What is black, black? Dismember? Okay. Which member? Dismember right here. Alright, so Voice token, definitely chump blocking here. Unless he has a double removal. Like I said, we were pretty super dead to that regardless. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Rail us, Mr. Death Shadow 7. Razor Verge Thicket. Come on. Come on, dealer. Razor Verge Thicket. Razor Verge Thicket. Razor Verge Thicket. Alrighty. Maybe he'll just draw lands for the rest of the game. I have a dream, and it's that our opponent will just draw lands. Oh no! Oh no, they've drawn a spell! That's so bad for us. Good rips, opponent. So, our mana base bit us a little bit. So, like, this is a game where you could say that the mana base, like, is what lost us the game. But, like, in reality, we just didn't draw lands this game. And again, we did keep a one-lander, so, like, not drawing lands is, like, on the hand that we kept. But, you know, the mana base is functional when you draw lands or birds. So, birds, like, fixes everything. So, we're just going to go ahead and go back to the plan. The league is gone. Where's the league? All right, let's queue it up. So if we would have been able to get one card deeper there, we definitely would have won that game. Magic Online is such quality software. Because if we would have gotten one deeper, we would have gotten the Wooded Foothills, and we would have fetched, and then we would have gotten the Helix off as idiots, and yep. There was a Tron deck that went 7-1 at the Invitational. I've never played Tron, so I don't really have educated opinions on Tron other than the fact that the Tron player always has it. I mean, like, Wall of Omens, like, so we would have to, like, cut one of the cards that we had in our hand. Like, we needed lands that game. We have Tomb. We have 2 black cards right here. We have Orzhov Pontiff and Sin Collector. Yeah, the Overgrown Tomb is to cast black cards. Right there. Those black cards. I think the GP top 8 screw up is just one of another in Wizards, like, infinite set of comedy of errors that is their technology. Like ugh, they're so comically bad at everything technology related. It's so frustrating. Look at that, the old 1-2 pairing. What happened? The Jeep, so to those that missed it, the software crashed or something in turn 1 bird, keep. The software crashed during GP Barcelona, apparently, and instead of taking the proper amount of time to basically, it would have delayed the tournament by an hour to manually re-enter the data that was lost. So instead of delaying the tournament, they paired the top 8 based on the previous round's tiebreakers, which resulted in the wrong player top 8ing the tournament, believe it or not. So what they did as a makeup is they gave him an extra PT invite and they gave him $2,500, even though had he top 8ed, he would have gotten to play for his shot at, $10,000. So, like, there were a bunch of people that were like, well, I mean, they gave him $2,500, like, that's fine. It's like, well, the mean payout in a GP top 8 is like $3,250. So they didn't even give him, like, the average payout from a GP top 8. Like, the actual solution here is, like, pay someone that's a reasonable programmer to fix your software. That's the real solution. So this hand can never beat Anger of the Gods, and you should never play around cards in Magic that your hand can't beat. So we are playing out all of our voices, and we're just gonna die, and it's fine if he has an Anger of the Gods, and you have to accept. Okay, but what you have to say, 2.5K, that's like he lost, he only won the quarters. Like, what if, assuming everyone that top 8's a GP has an equal chance of winning the GP, your expected value in the top 8 of a GP is $3,250. Now, let's assume you think you're better than everyone else, and, like, maybe your expected value is higher than that. Just, gods are very angry, and we will concede. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Just, am I actually going to concede? I guess we could just, like, draw Resto into land here. So, like, this matchup, this matchup is unwinnable for Kiki Chord. And okay, yeah, And by unwinnable, I mean, like, nothing is 0% in Magic, but, like, this is real close to 0%. This is real close. So, and for those that wondering how you improve the Scapeshift matchup, the way you improve the Scapeshift matchup is by not losing a bunch of matches of Magic. So our opponent in this league is also 1-2 like we are. So if you're not playing against people with bad records, generally you won't play against Scapeshift. Put all land cards. Sure, man. You do that. You do you. Double ramp. That's not bad. Got the old explosive vegetation there. Look at that. Draw untapped land. We could just kill our opponent. Magic's a skill game. All right. Just no lightning bolt. We already have 3 red, so get that one. Got him? Question mark. Glad I didn't concede. Got him. Scale of 1 to got. Has lightning bolt. That's sad. That's so sad. This is an Animist Awakening, so he could have literal anything here. That's I said we weren't going to beat Anger of the Gods. I'm a filthy rotten liar is what I am. And like I said, nothing 0%. Like, I'd say we're probably like maybe 20% to like win this matchup, but maybe 20%, maybe, if that. But we're chipping a chair, as the kids say. He showed us a main deck Obstinate Baloth, which means that he's probably playing the Breach Shift deck. So I should pathing the Scapeshift deck is like not something you ever want to do in life, but I feel like we need to beat the Titan. Forge Tender obviously coming in. This I could see an argument for. Helix I kind of like. Fulminator Mage obviously good. Actually, not Scavenging Ooze. It's like just a Grizzly Bear. Nahiri draws cards and she kills things and she tutors things, which are all things that like we're in the business of doing in this deck. We'll just bring in 2 Helix. I like that Helix randomly like kills your opponent and like it's kind of removal. It's also life gain, like randomly gaining some life is not bad. Helix is worse against the non-dedicated Scapeshift combo deck. So, like, our opponent is playing Primeval Titans and Obstinate Baloths. So, I definitely would like board out all the Path to Exiles against a normal Scapeshift deck, but when they have Primeval Titan, like things change a little bit. So I think we're gonna do this. I could see the just like Grizzly Bears being better than Lightning Helix, but he's probably on 4 main deck Anger of the Gods, so like Grizzly Bear is probably not that much better than Lightning Helix. The hands. Here's a Hearthstone hand right here. All spells, no resources. Mulligan. Look at that. Worth is punishing us for how good. Do I want that? That doesn't do anything, right? What? All right, wait a minute. What is just this card's very protected from red. In case you are wondering, this card is protection from red. Just are we clear? I just like it's in blue and red in case there was any confusion. Just protection from red. It's fine. Like I said, like we get destroyed in these next 2 games, like this matchup's abysmal. So if we just get like completely ranched, we'll not even say a word. We'll just like take our 1-3 and play one more match and then search for tomorrow on 2. Wonder what he drew. Look at that. Fulminator Mage, Ghost Quarter, everything is just coming up Millhouse here. Play the old Forge Tender outright. Could be. Oh no! It's so protected from all of the red cards. We're gonna play another bird out because it lets us cast us Fulminator next turn, and we've got protection from Anger of the Gods. And then this is the important part. If you're taking notes, this is what you want to take note of. We're attacking with the bird to send a message. Mostly because it makes our opponent click OK to declare blockers, even though there's no blockers, because, you know, Magic Online. What's my stream title? Is my stream title messed up? What it says? I've missed playing Modern. What you got, buddy? You got an Anger of the Gods? I will sacrifice my Forge Tender. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get out of here. You get gone. You gods, you're not so angry, gods. Gods are nice and calm. They should call him the God Soother. Calms the gods down. Jeff played you at the Marduk IQ. Played Marduk at an IQ. Yeah, man, you do you. This matchup's probably good enough for him that he can afford to bring in Surgical Extraction. We've been up for 40 minutes. Just under an hour, Anaphylactic. Haven't missed much. And there will be an archive, as always. No music. I will have an article on the Mardu deck and updated Chord stuff on MTG Card Market later this week. Hopefully. He didn't even take the one out of the graveyard. Look at this. God bless, opponent. God bless. All right, well, we're going to play... I'm floating the mana. It's floating. Can you just use the floating mana? Stone Rain you. Leaves it in the graveyard. 10 out of 10. So this isn't even a Magic Online mess up. You are not obligated to take the card out of your graveyard when your opponent surgically extracts you in Paper Magic. The number of times in Paper Magic that my opponent has left the card they surgically extracted in my graveyard is completely non-zero. And it's the best, like when I used to play the Loam deck in Legacy, when you untap and dredge the life from the Loam that they surgically extracted the following turn, just like the look of rage on their face when they realize it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I have a link to my Pandora station. So if you want to listen to the angsty teenage music that I no longer play, so we can have... So if I play the angsty teenage music, I am unable to have stream archives, which is unfortunate. So And then you search for any number. Correct. It targets the card, and then they can choose 0 of the copies in your graveyard. So 0 is a number. Now, fun fact, extirpate, they can't forget to take the card out of your graveyard. Surgical, however, they can. So response to tag. He just like boarded in the old surgical extraction to look at our deck. Yeah, I just leaked my Pandora station. There you go again. That's the one. The Jeff mix. Yep, it's beautiful. All the angsty teenage music you can buy. And I don't have Courser Crew Fix in this configuration, so I should probably just fetch to thin here. Linvala in the board is for a theoretical mirror, and it's also very good against Malira Company. We are playing 61 cards like some kind of mouth-breathing heathen this evening. That is something I am doing. Opponent just has like 3 cards in their hand, just like beating us down with Steve here. So I guess I'll get Stomping. I'll get Overgrown Tomb for now. I'm not going to fetch this other one actually because I don't know what color we want to get just yet. Man. Like, Gavany Township's just... We got a bunch of walls in our deck. Like, Gavany's not great with a bunch of walls. You want... Like, the decks that play Gavany Township play a bunch of more mana creatures than we like. They're usually on 7 to 8, and we're, like, just barely on 5. The Jund matchup with Kiki Chord is fairly close. Sometimes you just get Junded out. I think it's close with Kiki being a little bit ahead, but sometimes they just Jund you out, which is, that's why the deck is good. The Abzan matchup with Kiki Chord is very good. Kiki Chord is ahead against Abzan. We're not ahead against Jund. We're ahead against Jund by like small percentages. Nahiri improves the Jund matchup. It's very good there. Cinderglade. You got the old Primeval Titan here. Or are the gods just very angry? The gods could be angry again. That'd be unfortunate. Yep, Steve is sacking, so I'm assuming the gods are angry. The control matchup with this deck is generally favorable, so I don't think you want additional help. And Nahiri is a similar effect, so... I beat Jerry Thompson playing his Thopter Sword deck in Modern when he played it at the Classic in Baltimore. That's one of his losses in the Swiss. Kiki Chord grinds really well, so other decks trying to grind are not great against us. All right, show me what you're working with, opponent. He could have Scapeshift in hand because like he was missing land drops there for a little bit. Show me your secrets. If we raise enough money, double bolt prime time. Rough. All right. Well, I don't understand why he didn't bolt me twice in response, but to each their own. Assuming my GP fund slides all the way over, we're gonna be in Charlotte. So, in response to this trigger, I'm going to path his Primeval Titan, so that way he can't get Valakuts and then get a mountain with the path. He didn't double bolt you because he's... That's be nice. So again, pathing in response there because I don't want him to be able to fetch a mountain with the path after getting Valakuts with this. If he drew a mountain for the turn, so this is kind of a tough A tough spot to be. Like, if we Ghost Quarter him, he gets a mountain, but if he just, like, draws a mountain, it does more for us. I think I'm gonna Ghost Quarter him during his draw. Oh, okay, right. I gotta click this and then click that. All right. I'm gonna Ghost Quarter him during his draw step here. I think he's got just a fistful of mountains. Like, I'm expecting to Ghost Quarter him and have him get a mountain here. He's also playing 3 colors though, so like maybe he's out of basic mountains. Like maybe there's a chance of that. No, yeah, has another basic. I'm not surprised that there's another basic mountain in his deck. That does not surprise me. I think it's still right to do the Ghost Quarter there. Just like super dead to another Primeval Titan. He gets like Valakut, another mountain. He could just get like double Valakut here. So we could draw a. Oh, we're just straight dead here. I guess he could not have another. Oh yeah, we're straight dead. He has a bolt. Right. Right. GG opponent. Pretty sure I'm just hitting submit. I guess P and K aren't good. He's got like Anger of the Gods, and that's just a bunch of just hit submit. I'm going to keep this because Kiki in the opening hand gives us, like, the highest probability we have to just, like, naturally combo him. What's my justification for 61 cards? I'm a mouth-breathing heathen. That's why we're playing 61 cards. That's what the internet will tell you, at least. The actual answer is that it statistically is very insignificant. I don't want to cut anything. And we're just playing a Magic Online League, so it doesn't matter. I top-8'd an Open with 63. I top-8'd Regionals with 63. I top-8'd Open at 61. Like, the statistical significance is just, like, super negligible. What does... I mean, like, so think about what Nahiri does. Nahiri just does everything this deck wants to do. It wants card selection. It wants to tutor for stuff. It wants to kill things, like... Just what do you want your deck to do? Nahiri does that pretty much. Probably Mirror Superion. Definitely registered Mirror Superion when it wasn't bugged on Magic Online. We did play Realm Razor. You're right. What a savage! What a savage! Just like surgically everything. And this time he got a card out of our hand. He took away our Wooded Foothills. Oh no! Oh no! He surgicaled us to look at our hand. We got. We're so. He didn't even take. I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm just gonna attack for 2. Just attack. I mean, just attack with the. Welcome to Magic Online Leagues. Enjoy your. He's gonna beat us anyways. This matchup's impossible. I have no idea. I think I'm supposed to play Wall of Omens here to try and draw a Chord or a Resto. That seems. That's. Maybe our opponent is just letting us know that he knows this matchup is good for him, and that he's just savaging us because he knows how good the matchup is for him. Hey, look, with your Quarter Calling. That's a magic card I want to draw. So what can we do here? Oh, hold on. Your TV show stopped. Dad's got it. Oh. So I guess we'll play a forest, and I guess I could like hold this up for something. We could like. I'm just gonna attack for 2 here. So I could Chord. What am I doing here? I could Chord for Sin Collector and like check his hand and see what's up, and then next turn we like play a land and play Eternal Witness and get back Chord, and then have Sin Collector, Eternal Witness, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we can't Chord for Resto next turn. I could just like use this in Chord. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna ship for 2 here, and I'm gonna Chord for Wall of Roots, and this allows us to witness the Chord back next turn. And I guess we could get blown out if he like has another Surgical in his hand, but he doesn't seem to know how Surgical works, so we're just gonna count on that, I think. It's like Obstinate Beloff, which makes Chording for Wall reasonable too. Yeah, so we're just gonna Chord for Wall of Roots. That wasn't a bad draw. So let me just make sure I do this, and then we witness back the Chord. Hopefully we're not getting Surgical here. We could get Surgical, and then this is, oh crap. Look at that. Look at Big Papa Punts here. That we didn't get Surgical, so we got that going for us. I tapped my planes to cast this Eternal Witness like a big dum-dum. So we're passing the turn here. Big dum-dummy. So this should be in play. This should be in play. I was counting while I was tapping, and I just wasn't paying attention. I just assumed we had. Chord for 4. If we get Rending Volleyed here, we feel real bad about life. I think we're gonna get. I could draw a card, but I think I'd rather just like get the Chord back here. I'm assuming Todd Anderson is salty because I blocked him on Twitter. He was upset that I complain about Magic Online, so I blocked him so he didn't have to hear me complain about Magic Online. The Melira is good against Infect. We are playing the most honest Melira you will find in Modern. It is literally there to beat Infect. Forge does work against Rending Volley. Rending Volley does not say can't be prevented like Combust does. Kiki would like to target my Restoration Angel. Look at that. We beat Scapeshift. Beat the old unwinnables. All right, you know. Sometimes you get there. We're just trying new things. All right, commercial should be over. So I type in chat when I run commercials, so that way people that are kind enough to turn off ad block on Twitch don't miss anything. So why don't we have competitive modern leagues? Because Magic Online is a quality piece of software. Read MTGO is a solid 5. Like it's mostly functional for what you need it to do. It ain't pretty. It ain't going to win any awards, but for the most part, it works. You know. Why is Nahiri good? This card just does everything you want a Magic card to do. It kills things. It fixes your draw. It searches your library for cards. If Nahiri returns the card to your hand at the end of turn, which means when you get Revel Arc, it triggers at end step, which is just phenomenal. Yeah, Madness X is a lot of fun. I'm trying different things. The honest answer is that I didn't get in as much testing in Modern before the Invitational as I wanted. So I don't know what an optimal chord configuration looks like in this current point in time. Excuse me. So I'm trying different things. We're trying a Knight of the Reliquary. We're trying No Courser. We're playing Malira in the 75. It's just a way to beat Infect. Renammer cool for the Nahiri synergy. You know what could be cool for Nahiri synergy? Like one, I've toyed with the idea of running something massive like a Hornet Queen before. Hornet Queen could be sweet with that. I went 5-3 in both formats at the Invitational. I played very poorly in two of my matches of Modern, and Chord was capable of winning two of the matches that I lost, but I did not play optimally. Another die roll. I have Bird on 1, just like it's like Christmas. The good worth taketh away, but sometimes the great worth he giveth. I mean, someone's got to play Storm, right? Hornet Queen does combo with Lark. You're right. Maybe we'll try a Hornet Queen for the lulz. I'm all about, especially on Magic Online. Like we'll register plenty of ridiculous cards on Magic Online just because why not? It's just like a league. It's like $8. Who cares? We can. It's like a random one of. We'll probably win with it anyways. So I think it says friendly league because Magic Online introduced what they're calling ad nauseam. We do have a Sin Collector in our main deck, so that's what this is getting if we live that long. 2-drop or 3-drop, 2-drop or 3-drop, land rats. You also don't need a card prefix. You should just be able to type, you should just be able to, yeah, the MTG bot just doesn't need a prefix at all for card names. The default command is it combos with all the things. So it's like on a scale of like 1 to dead here, we're getting pretty dead. I think I'm gonna crack this because we could just like draw a Sin Collector or a 2-drop here. Like we're just gonna flood out and die, but this matchup's kind of hard game 1. Like we only have 1 Sin Collector's interaction. We get Eidolon of the Rhetoric postboard. We're super dead. I'm aware that like drawing Sin Collector is the out here. I should be attacking with the bird to send a message. Our opponent could also just be very unlucky. Like opponent being unlucky is definitely an out here. To play the old Knight of the Reliquary. Stony Silence does come in from the board. That is correct. We've got tools to make this winnable. It's not good game 1. And I'm aware it's not good game 1, but it's just like one of those things that you're like not going to do it. You at the drive-in, Jacob? Jacob's in his little Tykes card just hanging out. Spoils of the Vault. Oh no, kill yourself, please. Please die to this card. Please die to this card. Wouldn't be the first time. Rats. Okay, so we're pretty dead here. The Forge Tender is also on the board. That is correct. Wait, are these exiled? His Lightning Storm got exiled by Spoils of the Vault. So he has to have another one, right? I am playing 1 Kataki and 2 Stony. For a long time, when Tron was what had I was very adamant about 3 Stony and no Kataki, but I am playing a Kataki now. Kataki's reasonable against the crappy Lantern deck, right? It's good there too. Sometimes they play 2 Lightning Storms, like they're aware that this could happen. So we're going to make him kill us because this is here, so he might not have win conditions in his deck. He could have a Lab Maniac main. He could have another Lightning Storm. I mean, if we win this, we do go 3-2 in our league and break even. We're kind of a big deal. Oh, yeah, man. You do you. Revealed. Okay. Waiting for a win condition. Yeah, there's the Laboratory Maniac. Does he have Pact of Negation here? He does have a Pact of Negation. All right. All in. Pentad Prism resolves. Pentad Prism resolves. Storm count is whatever. so unlucky. He had a counter spell. Just the unluckiest. Ah. Alright, so we're gonna... Helix comes in. Fulminator, Revoker, Stony Silence, Eidolon, Rex Sage, probably Forge Tender. Path to Exile, obviously not good. Pontiff is not good. Pien Nalar is not good. Nahiri's medium. Lark is not good. Lone Missionary doesn't do a whole lot. Malira doesn't do a whole lot. That's one of my buddies that plays Magic. I'm just hanging out. It's like, the problem is, like, you need Grizzly Bears to win the game. Like, we don't always combo them. Like, Grizzly Bears do attack. Helix just races. Like... Forge Tender does effectively counter Lightning Storm. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone hanging out here this evening. We're going to be back to like my mostly regular streaming schedule, which is a minimum of 3 times a week. Probably more than that these next couple of weeks as we like burn back into Modern here. So if you're not familiar, first time by here, welcome. My name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a grinder on the SCG Tour. I'm currently ranked first on their circuit. We play Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex here. If you enjoy the content you're seeing me put out, I'd appreciate if you use the follow or sub buttons below to show your support. Our life total is basically irrelevant in this matchup, so I'm just going to like fetch an Overgrown Tomb here in case we draw Sin Collector and play the bird out. I changed a few things. This is Magic Online is a good time to experiment. So we're trying new things that I've been meaning to try but haven't actually played at a large event. I don't think Scapeshift is a good deck. That's why I stopped playing it. I think we're just getting a Stomping Ground here. Wild Omens draws a card. Like, I guess Grizzly Bear is okay, but like I like drawing cards. Like we draw to the combo, draw to the chords. Now the Grizzly Bears that I boarded out might be better than the Lightning Helixes. Because like if this was a Grizzly Bear, we'd have like 2 power on the table. I guess we just like play Kiki and go ham here with the Wall of Omens, right? Like that's the plan. Yeah, I probably should have done this at his end step, because if we draw a chord, it would give us an extra body. The points for the seasonal championship, or the seasonal point invites reset every season, but the player of the year leaderboard, those points don't reset, they fall off a quarter at a time. So there's two different point standings. There's a season 2 only point standings, and there's a player of the year point standings, which I will still be first in the player of the year point standings. So yes, I should have done this at his end step. I'm going to do this now to draw a card. So fun fact, if you've never interacted with Phyrexian on Life before, is if you hit your opponent for an infinite amount of damage while they have Phyrexian on Life out, they will not die. They will take the damage, but they will not take any infect, which is unfortunate. So we are going to Chord for 4 here, but we have to kill our opponent over 2 turns here. So this is getting resto, but we don't actually kill our opponent this turn. We just put them to a negative life total, because once they hit 0 or less, then they start taking infect. So like we deal a bunch to him this turn, and then next turn we kill him. Hopefully we don't die on his next turn. That would be bad for us. So hopefully we're not dead in a scale of 1 to dead. No, that's how the card actually works. So we are actually going to hit our opponent for 30 just in case Magic Online is bugged. It's possible that I'm supposed to save this for a removal spell for this, but I feel like just like pressuring him to make him have it next turn or have interaction is good for us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, because like we could use this to like interact with this Phyrexian on Life. We could in fact. An opponent has to make us click through this, so the opponent is not just BMing here because they're not actually dead. So Eidolon could mean maybe we don't die, but I like forcing him to kill us and then having him dead on board, because if we don't do this on our turn here, we could you know, we don't have him dead on our untap if we don't do this now. So this is 5 6, 7, 8. So this is 24 power. So I want 30 power just in case Magic Online is broken. And maybe Magic Online works how it's supposed to, you know? We're just going to find out. It's a learning experience for everyone. But, you know, always play to the out if Magic Online doesn't work. Look at that. Magic Online worked appropriately. God bless. Oh, we have to stack all the triggers. F7, is that the one that works? All right. I remembered the hotkey. Always yield. So long, Kiki copies, my old friend. Da 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 da. Boo doo 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 doo. So we could die this turn. Like I'm very aware that we could still lose the game. Does it kill people at -13? So, if anyone's interested in the specifics of the deck list that we are playing right now, you can always find it linked below the stream. End step here. So, he's going to be able to kill Kiki Jiki. I'm just going to copy all of them as an end step here. And if he has a removal spell, yeah, he could slaughter pact the Kiki. Like, that's fine. Like, that was gonna There was a chance that that happened. That happened regardless. Like... And we drew blank, which is unfortunate. Oh, you know what? This was a punt. I could have copied the Restoration Angel and had the Restoration Angel blink the Wall of Omen. So I was going to try and combo on our turn regardless. So he would have just gotten to Slaughter Pack the Kiki on our turn. That being said, he didn't kill us last turn, so I'd be kind of surprised if he can kill us during his next upkeep here. So I should have copied Resto instead of copying the Wall of Omens directly. Because, oh, wow, yeah, this was a super big punt, actually, because he used the City of Brass here, we could have killed him with the Lightning Helix if we would have hit him for 6 this turn. This is 6, and this would have put him to 7. And then, yeah, so 9 cards he named Ad Nauseam. So, yeah, so I messed that up. So if Kiki would have targeted Restoration Angel would have blinked the wall. I guess he could have Slaughter Pacted the Restoration Angel there. So we're going to get Ad Nauseamed in response to this, I assume? Angel's Grace, sure. Why does opponent get to have negative life? This is dumb. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, honey. I think I'm happy with how we boarded here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. I think the Bears, maybe the Bears are better than the Helixes. I don't know. I like the Helixes random reach, but these convoke Chord of Callings, which is not negligible. This is it. Convoking Chord of Calling is definitely not negligible. So maybe I'm supposed to be doing this with my life. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the Grizzly Bears. I think that's correct. Knight is just a big fatty beater. Is Kataki clearly better? Maybe. Anytime they go off with Lab Maniac, they're going to have Pact of Negation in their hand. Nahiri is wonderful. How much do Hornet Queens cost? Because Nathan is... Zach with the 3-month resub. Thank you for the continued support, Zach. Welcome back. We are back into Modern Land, Zach. How much do Hornet Queens cost? Hornet Queen has to be, like, next to nothing, right? Like, has not played in anything. Hornet Queen, M15. Ah, geez. They're actually just worthless. That sounds wonderful. They're even cheaper than what that is. Yeah, we're gonna play a Hornet Queen in the next league. We're playing a Hornet Queen. That's gonna happen. Alright, so I've got store credit here. Does the search button... Did Magic Online freeze? I don't understand. Is it locked up? I'm still live, right? That's real? That please, Magic Online, please. We're trying so hard. Alright, Aztec Store 2 trade. He's busy. Alright, we'll get to you later. I think this is a keep. We just get to, like, play all the mana. I don't expect him to be able to interact with us. Opponent mulligan. Yeah, I'm going to keep triple bird Chord. Yeah, we're still alive. All right, just Magic Online locking. I was just making sure it wasn't Comcast vomiting on itself, but Magic Online being a pile is you know, to be expected. Opponent bottomed their top card. That's good for us. Yeah, can't trip away. The difference is they don't exist for Modern. We only have friendly Modern leagues. We only, oh, that's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Lotus Bloom into the Exile Zone, sure. This card's so good. We got a Scavengling Ooze. I think I'm going to wait a turn to play this. Yeah, I'm going to wait a turn to play this. Because I just want to play out as many things as possible just to, like, make mana for this Scavenging Ooze, I think. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead. And, again, our life total is basically irrelevant. So I'm just going to get a Stomping Ground here. And then next turn, we'll go Bird Eidolon. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Sure, man. Charge up. The cursor being visibly lower is some combination of issues with the fact that I'm playing, I'm using a virtual machine to play Magic Online. Play Eidolon. Eidolon, bro. Eidolon, Ted. Sorry, that's a professor bit. I shouldn't steal that. Oh, over voltage. This card is not an instant win in this matchup by any means, but it is a piece in a winning puzzle. It is definitely a piece in a winning puzzle. So we're gonna go ahead and get Overgrown Tomb here. Let's get Stomping Ground. Magic Online is running in a virtual machine. I am streaming from a Linux machine right now. All right, so let's think about what we need to chord for. This is mana neutral when we're chording, so that's something to be aware of. So we're gonna do that. We can't cast another spell this turn, but we can chord on his turn. We probably want to be able to chord for Wreck Sage, so we can just go ahead and ship with both of these, so we can still chord for 3. Anything Ubuntu LTS based is very reasonable for home use for people asking about Linux distributions. I actually help maintain a Linux distribution that's a desktop Linux distribution. It's called Bodhi Linux. It's built on top of Bodhi Linux is built on top of Ubuntu LTS. Chord Resto the rest of the game to protect Eidolon. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. Unfortunately, I cannot cast another spell this turn, so I guess I shouldn't have done that. Okay, and now we have Chord Resto up. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, that sounds like really good actually. Good line. And he can't cast another spell this turn because he cast Lotus Bloom. Arc is just a lot of work, and I want to know when I run my system updates that my computer is going to boot back up after I run the system updates. And Ubuntu and Debian LTSs are really good at just like you know you're safe to just fire up the package manager and tell it to do its thing. Yeah, we have Reclamation Sage and Eidolon on the deck. So if he ad nauseams during our end step, we will chord for one of those and kill us on life. So I'm just not gonna play out another beater, and I'm just gonna beat him down with these 4 power guys that we haven't. This 4 power worth of guys that we have in play, and just keep up the court at this point. He may have a Wrath effect. I don't think a Wrath effect's very likely. Literally no reason for you not to chord for Eat Witness at the end of his turn. You are completely correct, Burgle. Yeah, you are 100% correct. If he plays a spell this turn, we will chord for a Witness. Looks like he's not. But you are 100% correct that chording for Witness during his end step after he had cast this Lotus Bloom was completely free. We did beat the Animist Awakening Scapeshift deck. I did manage that. So he'd be down 4 points of life if we'd have gotten a Witness that one turn when it was free. We are not playing an Avacyn in the 75. And even if we were, I'm not sure we'd leave it in this matchup. For beating Abzan Company or playing with Abzan Company? Phyrexian Revokers, if you're talking about Kiki Chord against Abzan Company, Linvala, Aven Mind Sensor, and Phyrexian Revoker are all reasonable choices. In my testing, Avacyn has been worse than Revelark in most situations. So I'm not playing an Avacyn. I'm just playing the Lark still. I mean, opponent's got plenty of time on his clock, and it's like game 3, so he's probably just like trying to figure out the most optimal line. Like the board position is complicated. We could have a number of things. We do have a very real clock. He's dead. I guess he's dead in like 5 turns, so the clock's like semi-real. Okay, an opponent played their 1 spell for the turn, so this turn we're gonna go ahead and chord for an Eternal Witness because it's completely free to do so. Because opponent can't respond by doing anything since they already cast a spell this turn. The downside to chording for Witness is that they then know we have a Chord of Calling in our hand, but I think putting the extra 2 power on the table is worthwhile. If we would have done this a while ago, we actually could have chorded for Jones with the 2-month resub. Thank you for the continued support. That pushes us to 42 out of 150 towards our next nice long 12-hour stream, so I appreciate that. Welcome back. Attack for 6 here. Yeah, we can kill the Unlife at will with the Chord of Calling. This modern format seems very good. It's very, very balanced, and it's a lot of aggressive decks that are doing well. And it's got Abzan decks. Abzan mid range is easily the best matchup Chord has, so I'm excited about that. If he has Echoing Truth this turn, we could be in trouble. And again, I missed points of damage because there was a turn very early where we could have Chorded for Witness after his Lotus Bloom came into play, and I didn't, so we're points of damage behind. We would just get to kill him here with this Chord, otherwise. He's just like going for Ad Nauseam here? That's gotta be wrong. Draw 2 cards. Okay. Uh, 24. Alright, and that should be the game now. Like, we're going to go ahead and attack him down to a negative life total, and then anytime he goes to cast a spell, we just Chord and kill the Phyrexian on life. Oh, we can Angel's Grace to stay at 1 this turn. Okay, that's fair. I don't want to Chord for Angel because playing a guy out here was I should have played like Missionary or Knight or something here. That was a freebie that I just missed because I clicked past it. I need to leave up Chord for interaction with Phyrexian on life at any point here. Ancestral Visions is not very good. That's the experience I've been seeing. So again, he cast a spell this turn, so we're going to go ahead and Chord with this because it's free. And we'll get it back. So X is 4. Okay. Get Resto. Resto Blink Witness. Witness get back Chord. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've won this game. Opponent's probably going to flail around for a little bit longer, but we should have won this game. Yep. We drew the Rex Sage, but we have a Quasili Pride Mage in the deck still too, so. And I'm just going to pass the turn here, because again, it casts a spell at any point. We just respond with Chord of Calling for Pride Mage and kill this. And then he dies. Chord for 4 with the brand new sub right after we Chorded for 4 at that. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the support. Brand new sub. You get some sweet emotes. Enjoy them. I really do appreciate it. So I stream because I love it, but you know, if I'm able to make some money doing this, I'm able to spend less time doing other work-like things, I'm able to stream more often. Duskwatch recruited for Kiki Chord. H Roland 17 with the $24 donation. Looks like we're making our way towards GP Charlotte, slow and steady. Thank you. I worked. I was glad to be able to hold on to the #1 spot after a fairly mediocre finish at the Invitational. So. We're going to go ahead and Chord for 2 here. Opponent's already cast his 1 spell for the turn. Get Quasili Pride Mage, kill Phyrexian on life, and then opponent will die. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm excited to, you know, have a reason to be Chording again. The old 3-2 super feel bads here. Nahiri's great. And we're going to get a Hornet Queen and make her even greater. I do feel good about Nahiri. She's been very good. She just does everything you want a Magic card to do. I want to try Night of the Reliquary, so we're trying one. That's basically the TL. HR Rollins with the brand new sub in addition to the donation. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I don't think so. Oh, I think there might be one in D-Money's crib. There weren't any in their bags for daycare. I'm not sure. All right, we're gonna put a queen in here.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's great.
Okay, I'm gonna wash bottles and then I can get him so he can go to bed.
Okay, sounds good. Queen, yeah, hail to the queen. When will you have an updated article on Postal Kiki Chord? I'm gonna have my article on mtgcardmarket.com this week. We'll be talking about my Mardu deck and Chord from the Invitational. So yeah. This is probably bad, but it's gonna be sweet if we get to do it. So we're gonna play one for at least a league here. I'm not sure I even want to cut anything. I think I'm just gonna be like a super dirty heathen and just like submit 62 here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna do the old submit 62. That's fine. If submitting 62 cards makes you want to throw up, this is not the stream for you. I just wanna say we did it at least once, right? Like that's something like we could say we did. We got the Hornet Queen. Archangel Chord. No one has been able to sell me on why Archangel Chord is better than Kiki Chord. I don't have a Westvale Abbey. I didn't borrow one. Maybe we'll try one later, but that card's expensive, so I'm not peg money for it when I could borrow it from Nathan for tomorrow. We literally just went to 62 cards. We didn't. Ready to go to 70. Yep. So, for those that don't get that reference, for the Invitational this past weekend, I registered a 63 card main deck and a 12 card sideboard. And the reason why you would do something as silly as that is because in Magic, you can board down to 60 and up to 15 in the board. So like if you start with 63-12, post sideboarding you can have 60-15. Yeah, I don't feel like the Angel Chord deck does anything very powerful. I don't think Voice is ever really bad per se. Voice is like rarely, and like there's always some idiot showing up with islands in their deck, and Voice is going to give that person a headache. So that's fine. And Voice is reasonable against Burn. Voice isn't great against Infect, and it isn't great against Affinity, but it is fine against Burn, and it's reasonable against Abzan Company. I'm not sure if I liked the 63-12 or not. I might try it again. Like, we'll probably test it on stream here for a little while. I just, like, had cards I wanted to play in the main deck tonight and cards I wanted to play in the sideboard. But 63-12 or then, like, 62-13 are things we're probably going to test at some point. I mean, nothing's better than Big Red and Legacy, right? Like Big Red and Legacy is just, like, the best thing ever. Sliced bread is competing with Big Red and Legacy, maybe. We're up to almost 800 people hanging out here this evening. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone hanging out, watching one of my favorite formats in Magic, Modern, now that we have it back from the Eldrazi overlords that stole it for a little while. If it's your first time by the stream, welcome. I saw Kiki Chord on the screen there. I appreciate the new follows. Follows and subs are the two best ways you can show your support for the stream. We play Constructed Magic and Constructed Hex here. Constructed Magic, we play Standard, Modern, Legacy, and Pauper. And Hex, there's only one Constructed format currently, so that's what we play there. So if you enjoy Constructed, this is the place for you. There's plenty of other people that stream Limited, so you'll never see me doing that. Sin Prodder. Oh, I wanted to test Sin Prodder in Big Red. I did. I forgot about that. We're going to do that at some point. I forgot. It hasn't been on Magic Online for a little while here, so... I completely forgot I wanted to test Sin Prodder in Big Red. That's definitely something that I want to do at some point. Grafdigger's Cage is really annoying to play against. Yeah, he suggested it at one point, and then like we just didn't have that card in Magic Online for a while, so it left my brain. But I definitely want to test Sin Prodder in the Big Red Legacy deck. Green-Red Eldrazi, top 16, the classic, I believe, in Columbus. What a tease. Got a queue. Got kicked out of the queue. For those wondering, Wall of Roots is still bugged. Hasn't bit us yet, but I'm sure it will at some point. Dimitri, if you go to StarCityGames.com and scroll to the very bottom on the right side, there's a coverage archives button. You can click that and then find the event you're looking for, and then look for the round 1 standings. No, the bug being that you can only activate the mana ability from Wall of Roots, at instant speed, not as a mana ability. Yeah, all the guys from New York, Kevin Jones and Jim Davis and those that built the deck for the first Open in Baltimore, they added Displacer and colorless sources for the Invitational as a way to break the mirror. Want another die roll, Mana Dork on 1. Want a die roll, Nahiri on 3. Can't lose, have Nahiri on 3. Get got, nerds. I can't just, just still have all these. We have triple red cards and black cards in our deck. The bird making every color of mana is very important. Ah, jeez, we'll get to untap with the bird too. It's like Christmas. It's like we drew another chord. Normally multiple chords, not so good. Have 2 Olive Roots, chord gets better. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Feel the value. Feel the value. No, my Nahiri, no. My poor Nahiri. She was not long for this world. That's fine. We'll chord for Eternal Witness, and we'll Eternal Witness back the Nahiri. Nah, maybe he takes Quarter Calling. Maybe he has no respect for this Planeswalker. It's fine. Yeah. And he might take a chord here. He shows a little respect. When people ask why you play 2 Nahiri, because they play Thoughtseize. Those rude people. This doesn't get Inquisition, though. Very, very important to note. So what can we chord for here? So we can voice into play, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can play this voice and then still have chord for witness at his end step. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. So it looks like our opponent's playing Abzan mid-range, which is easily this deck's best matchup. Unless he's got like a pile of damnations in the sideboard, and even that's not amazing against us. Like we can beat a pile of sweepers. I think the green-black deck is worse against the white aggressive decks. I don't know if it's worse in the format in general. The green-black colorless deck I play is definitely better against Ramp, which won the Open. Ramp is very good against the Bant mid-range deck, but the Mardu deck is specifically much better against the White Humans and Bant Company decks. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead. Man. Oh, I can't control Z mana from the Wall of Roots either. Right. Just Magic Online things. So, one thing I didn't consider here is that I might have was supposed to play Voice of Resurgence off of the Wall of Roots and then like chord for Resto, chord for Kiki and kill him. Yeah, I think I was supposed to do that. I'm going to get back my Planeswalker just because I want my Planeswalker. Drew another Eternal Witness. All right. So what do we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this untaps something. So if I go mana, get back chord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I guess I just do this. I guess we're just going to kill him and not play Nahiri. I guess we'll just kill him instead. Just the worst. We're just so unlucky. We don't get to get value with Nahiri. We just get to combo kill him. Sometimes I feel bad about playing a combo deck because we just don't get to get the value that I want to get. There's no value to be had in reducing your opponent's life total to 0. However, drawing a lot of cards is fun. Yeah, man. Inquisition resolves. You got my Quarter Calling. Attack me. Attack me. Attack me, nerd. Nope. No attacks? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get restoed. He could have Slaughter Pact here. It's like, Slaughter Pact's real. Get the Mirror Breaker. Mirror Breaker targets Restoration Angel. Oh, jeez. All right. So he's just like a solid brick assault over there making us click through this. Maybe I shouldn't assume the worst. Maybe he just hasn't seen the combo before. All right, maybe he just hasn't seen it before. Maybe he's not salty. That was presumptuous of me. All right, how do we wanna reserves in this matchup? So, Lone Missionary out, Malira out, Sin Collector out. Scavenging Ooze is not unreasonable. Engineered Explosives is not unreasonable. Reserves. Sideboard. We sideboarded Magic. We reserves and Hex. So, I don't hate Lightning Helix in this matchup, but I think I just want to do this. We bring in EE and the extra ooze and cut these 3 idiots. Nahiri was so bad. She was worse than combo killing them. I like Nahiri. When they're not just dead, she's very reasonable. Keep. So, I recorded a deck tech with at the SCG Invitational this past weekend. So if you look there on the SCG Invitational coverage page. Nah, we're really not more combo oriented. That's just how like these draws have been lining up, that we just like happen to be comboing them with the draw that we have. This was easily our best draw there. Maybe Wall of Omens was our best draw there, but this was definitely top 2. This is why Wall of Omens would have been better there. Oh, you want to come in? Come here. Hi, toddler. You want to come say hi to the internet? Say hi, internet. I'm a giant toddler. Oh, yeah. Get in there with that 1/2 Tarmogoyf. Oh, baby, baby. I update the top contributors at the end of every stream. That's I really appreciate the support, but I think they'd understand too that I'm not gonna like stop midstream and like update the donation list below. The kid definitely has more hair than I do. It's not even particularly close. Look at this. Look at this mop. It's got like a little curly fro. So I'm going to bin this Engineered Explosives, I think, and then we'll path this idiot. Oh, don't press the spacebar. Don't do it. Don't do it, toddler. Don't do it, toddler. Don't do it, toddler. Toddler, toddler, toddler. Toddler, toddler, toddler. So I don't have another standard event for like 6 weeks, so I'm not sure I'm going to be working on Mardu anymore. Not anytime soon, at least. This might be a little aggressive. Like, maybe I'm supposed to take a hit here and use my life total as a resource, but like, I'm going to be using my mana, most of my mana for the next few turns, so I think just getting this path out of here is fine. Ooh, that's annoying. I guess he's kind of choked on green sources. He didn't have a land to play that turn, and then we drew Revelark off the top. All right. Well, the nice thing is that he is choked on green here, so a little bit. Path, yep, deal. Get a forest. This card's actually very annoying against us because it turns off our ability to combo with a single chord, and we just drew our 1 Revelark, so I think I'm actually going to bin the Lark if he pluses the Liliana here. He only has 2 cards left in hand, so he might not plus the Liliana. This is a matchup where I wish we had a second Pia in Corinne still, so I'm only playing 1 Pia in this configuration. And I wish we had a second, because like I would definitely chord for another Pia in Corinne Noir in this situation. Are you going to play a discard spell? Surgically extract, path to exile. Sure, man. What is everyone like? Everyone just has surgical on their board right now because of Thopter Foundry? You having a good time here? We get toddler cam going on? No one wants to see Dad's ugly face. Toddler's adorable. Get a little toddler plays Magic. So he knows what our hand is now. If he can play out the last card in his hand and then push Liliana up, that's pretty good for him. Is another Souls? Oh, Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, that's very good because it lets him empty his hand and it makes our chords worse. So I'm gonna bin the Lark. It's more fodder for this. We're not in a great spot this game. The Liliana's providing a little bit amount of pressure here that's kind of awkward. Resto's on a bed draw. It's a shame he had something to kill both of our Thopters and not just one of them. God, that was a good draw. So now he gets to take one of these, and then, ugh. All right, so what's the line here? We're hoping to just, like, peel Kiki naturally? This is the thing, we're up a game. He gets to push Liliana up and take away this other chord, and then... Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and bin this second chord. And then we'll play out Resto, but he has Lingering Souls to block, so we can't even pressure the Liliana. So I'm just going to play this out. And then, I mean, if we peel, we're like on the 1 in 46er to just kill him here. So like I said, I think we're definitely ahead in this matchup on average, but that doesn't mean it's on... Or he just didn't flashback Lingering Souls, so we just get to attack his Liliana here. You know? Welcome to Magic Online. Enjoy your stay. That's pretty good for us. So game went from unwinnable to having a chance, especially since we drew another Resto here. That's probably second best to Kiki. Each player discards a card. How about I play an Angel out instead? Is that good? What did he draw? Like Abrupt Decay here? I'm assuming he just was like, he just made a mistake. I'm assuming he forgot the souls were there. I've done that before. Like you just have the graveyards popped out so you don't notice you have a flashback card. He discarded a land as opposed to playing it and plussing his Liliana. Alright, also interesting. Flashback souls now, sure. So Chord's a good draw here because then we can chord for Pontiff. No blocks here, obviously. Voice isn't bad. Gives us something to sack to the Liliana next turn. We just get to eat his Lingering Souls for free, basically. And we get to play this out as something to chump the Scavenging Ooze and soak the Liliana Edict. We can't do Witness Tricks because he has a Scavenging Ooze out. Yeah, it's the first time I had a chance to get on get a stream going while once we have Modern back. So I wanted to do that. I was doing taxes earlier, and I had to teach this afternoon, so this was the earliest I could stream post-invitational, basically. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's definitely not playing very tight. But he is his cards are lining up very well against our cards. He surgicaled our paths, so we don't even have removal to draw to kill this. So I think we just play this, and we have to double block this, and hope he just like bricks off for a turn instead of drawing more gas. Yeah, whoever's talking about the Chord resto line, you're definitely correct. That line is better than what I ended up doing, which is just playing the resto out. We definitely should have corded. Oh, I should have fetched an Overgrown Tomb there in case we draw Pontiff. Well, he stepped out, so we get to use this, I guess. Huh, what do I want to do here? I could get Engineered Explosives and, like, clear the spirits. I think I'm just supposed to get Chord, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna get Chord back. Oh, are you ready for bed? Let's tell your mom. Target player sacrifices a creature. I think I'm just supposed to chord for Pontiff here, right? Let's look at our basket of tricks. No, if we sack Pontiff, we die to his attack. Yeah, we need Pontiff to block. We have to tap out. Your mother is coming right now, I promise. We could, like, chord for voice. We could chord for voice. Oh, we're just dead to the spirits then? Okay, yeah, I guess we're just... chording for Pontiff and then sacking the Witness. We're dead to removal spell here. We are 100% dead to removal here. Can't play around him drawing another good one. Do we bin the Resto or the Eternal Witness? I guess bin the Eternal Witness, because then 2 Restos can block the Scavenging Ooze next turn. Yep. Okay. He could eat this in response to the trigger. Thanks, mate. Kiki Chord does it. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Excuse me for a minute. I'm a little excited about this. Just gonna pass the turn here. These are all of our path to exiles that he surgically extracted, by the way. No, not a path to exile in sight. Oh, baby, baby. Am I supposed to keep this? We've only got one Eternal Witness here. I'm probably supposed to play this, right? It's big enough to block Shambling Vent and it can gain us some life. Yeah, okay, I'll play the Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, I think this is better. I agree. I think this is better than a random draw. Yeah, man. You got a Liliana. We're going to sacrifice this Restoration Angel. And we can go to 3 off Ooze Eating, Resto, and Eternal Witness. I'm going to take the Lilianas out of his graveyard to make potential Tarmogoyf worse. And then I'm going to take... I think I'm just going to take both my creatures out of here. Yeah, if we draw like Eternal Witness, I'd rather get back to Chord anyways. And our Revelark is exiled already? Yeah, Lark is exiled, so there's no upside to leaving the Eternal Witness in here. Plus, discard this Bird of Paradise. Draw a new card. Draw another Bird of Paradise. Oh, jeez, we get to eat this with Scavenging Ooze now, too? That's great. I'm going to go ahead and attack Liliana the Veil with Restoration Angel, because this could die to Abrupt Decay. This tutors for Kiki Jiki in 2 turns, by the way, too. I'm going to leave this in our hand so we can discard it to Nahiri next turn. Path, my Scavenging Ooze, sure. All right. We're not to do a land, right? Yeah, he needs 8 to attack for both of these. Yeah, he needs 2 lands. He does get to ship with the Shambling Vent though, And then we are technically dead on board then, because we can go. We are dead to, or I guess we're not. We're dead to land. We're dead on board to land or removal spell. All right. Everybody loves a redraw that blocks a Shambling Vent. And then we get another redraw with Nahiri. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need to draw a land that doesn't hurt us here. This this can't fetch all of our basics that this fetches is in play. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll just pass the turn. Yeah, we don't have a basic to fetch with this, and we're at 2. That's fine. This game should be won. Yeah, sweet. So opponent is dead. All right. Put a tick in the Nahiri column, boys and girls. Okay. Yeah. You put the toddler to bed. Okay. Undefeated with Queen in the deck. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely technically correct. God, potential turn 3 Nahiri. Can't lose. Birds of Paradise in the opener. What's not to love? They're 62 because we were already playing 61 and I wanted to play a Hornet Queen. Carpulsion Forest. Could be Tron. Could be Tron. Leave path mana up to path their own guy. Could be the green-red Eldrazi deck. Man. Part of me wants to be really aggressive and path my voice here to guarantee a land drop. Let's not do that, though. Didn't need it. Never didn't have it. We're going to bin this path because it makes Eternal Witness live. There could be merit to discarding nothing here, but I think the fact that I have Eternal Witness just makes me want to discard whatever we have. If he has Kozilek's Return here, he's probably just casting it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to start with this, see what we get, because we might just want to play this bird as opposed to discarding it, depending on what we draw here. I think the fact that I drew a land means I want to discard the bird. Just like not expose ourselves to more. So I could chord for 1 here, so that's not good enough, so we're just going to attack for 2. And she can technically ultimate already. Just so we're aware. This can go get something out of our deck. Maybe I'm supposed to discard Eternal Witness there so we can get Revelark next turn? Yeah, actually I think that was wrong. I think I'm supposed to discard Eternal Witness, put the bird into play, and then alt this and get Revelark, and then Revelark trigger gets back Eternal Witness, gets back Nahiri? God, that's hot. I have not played enough permutations of this deck with Nahiri to know everything that I should be doing with it. Now he gets to exile Eternal Witness, which is annoying. Oh yeah, it also just sets up the... It also just sets up that. Yeah, so if I would have put the bird into play, we could have just killed him. Yeah, I was focused on getting value, and I wasn't focused on... Yeah, this... Again, this is why you need, you know, to actually play with cards and, like, know your repetitions with them and your permutations. Like... Oh, by courting into a bird. Yep, you're right. You're right. Was I supposed to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This would have been... Get Kiki... Oh, yeah, we still could... Man, I am not on at all. We had lethal. We could Hornet Queen. We could Hornet Queen, can't we? I'm gonna Hornet Queen because that's just too sweet. That's just too sweet. we could have killed him like 3 different ways, but this is sweeter, so let's just do this. All right, so can we still kill him here? We can. Oh yeah, he's still dead. He's still dead. We just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we tap these, and then we resto, or no, we Kiki the Hornet Queen. We Kiki the Hornet Queen, right? We do this, and then we Kiki the Hornet Queen. We Kiki the Hornet Queen, and then that gives us 5 more things. 5, 6. Oh yeah, he's still just dead. This was way sweeter. Okay. We figured it out. Opponent has died. Good night, Jacob. Dad loves you. Good night, bud. This. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, we figured it out. We figured it out, ladies and germs. We figured it out. Alrighty. We got there. You know, just everything just like the super, it just looks like we BM'd him instead of I'm an idiot. We just BM'd him. Oh, jeez, I'm taking a screenshot. This what turn is this? This is like turn 5? What turn? This is turn. Is this turn 4? No way, right? This is turn 5. This is turn 5. Turn 5. Yep. I guess I'm going to take a screenshot without his edit. Delete. I'm going to take a screenshot without his screen name in it. Not a bad turn 5. Alright, begin sideboarding. Alright, anywho. How am I supposed to board? We want Scavenging Ooze to eat the random things out of his graveyard. Malira seems bad. Pontiff isn't great. Random Fulminator Mage might be okay. Do I want anything else out of the board here? I don't think I do. I think this is what I want. Hornet Queen, basically triple Dark Ritual. Yep. No, he played a Kozilek's Return on 3. Any other thoughts on this sideboarding while I tweet this picture? Kozilek's Return is colorless. Oh yeah, I see the capo. I don't think they have Plasms on top of returns. I don't think that is true. Jeff. Pictures. Stony for Ratchet Bomb. Yeah, Moose Droppings, thanks for coming back. I'm excited to have Modern back and to be doing fun, obnoxious things like Nahiriing for Hornet Queen because we can, you know, why not? Yeah, I was gonna submit. It seems a little slow. It seems fine. I guess it's got, yeah, it's fine. It's got path. That's pretty. This hand's pretty resistant to Kozilek's Return. And actually, the fact that he's playing a bunch of Kozilek's Returns might mean I want to trim some of our 1-mana accelerants just because they get eaten up. Village Bellringer is just not a card that I enjoy casting. In my experience, you want the reason why Kiki Chord is a decent deck is you want all of your cards to be kind of individually reasonable outside of when you're actually playing them as a combo card, and like Village Bellringer is basically just a dedicated combo card. So I think this is getting Temple Garden. Yeah, we're going to get Temple Garden with this. No, do not shock. Magic Online is running so slow. Basic Forest. Cast Voice of Resurgence, I think. Gonna get some pressure going. In case we want to play a fair deck against him. The Malira is literally just the fair Malira card. It's just for the Infect matchup. Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, that's annoying. I'm glad we don't have any chords in our hand. That's hot tech on his part, because he gets to reveal it from Ancient Strings, so I'll bring in... we have one Quasily Pride Mage in our deck that we could draw naturally, but other than that, we don't have an out to this right now. So we'll probably bring in the Rex Sage and like 1 Engineered Explosives for the third game. Thankfully, like, this Path plus Eternal Witnesses and Restoration Angel is probably like more than enough to beat him down. And like maybe we just like never draw Chord of Calling. This is his sweet anti-Nahiri tech. Nahiri can't ultimate. So this card is one of the reasons why I added the Engineered Explosives back into the sideboard. This card is seeing more play because Anafen's and Company is becoming increasingly popular. So we're getting Thought Knottage. Sure, I'm going to correct this and get Sacred Foundry untapped and path it in response, so that way he can't exile it. Nahiri can only kill tapped artifacts, unfortunately. It's one of her drawbacks. I independently started working on the Kiki Chord deck, but there were other people working on parallel lists at the same time. I definitely claim credit for coming up with what would be considered the most optimal list today. Takes the resto, that's fair. Since it has the most power, just play this out, rebuy the path. It's really annoying that it's tapped artifact. That card would be like, it would be, I still think it's modern playable, but it would be much better if it could kill any random artifact. That being said, Nahiri's still not bad against Cage because Nahiri lets us loot away Chord of Callings that we draw. I almost want like a Deceiver Exarch type effect in here just so I can tap random things to kill them with Nahiri. That's probably too cute. So we could play World Breaker here, but we just path it. If he plays Reality Smasher here, I'm going to path it. Just discard one of these extra lands. Yeah, so I'm going to path this. Probably bin the Stomping Ground. Yep. Get that out of here. Play this other Witness. It's possible the fetch is better than the, or worse than the Stomping Ground. That's fair. Although that's not bad. Man, do I just want to play that out? That thing's freaking huge, right? Like he's like Xbox huge. Like I kind of want another path back right away in case he draws like Thought Knot Seer, but like this thing just like beats Thought Knot Seer in combat, right? It's like is a 6/6, 7/7, 8/8, like he's dead. Yeah, I agree. I agree that the Black Splash is better than the Blue Splash on average. Yeah, this is just like a super fair Magic card, and it allows us to tutor our Ghost Quarter in matchups where we want that effect. It also allows us to like tutor our Raging Ravine and stuff like that. So World Breaker, don't care. Yeah, man. Temple Garden's gone. You got it. He needs more than this or he's dead. And he might know he's dead and just like making me play it out, but he has to have like a bolt or something here. He is in fact dead to the Witness Path. Witness Path, crack him for 11 here. 11 exactsies. He could have something to interact here. If he has something to interact, he needs to do it now, because otherwise I get a voice token if he doesn't have my turn, and then he just he has to do that because he's realizing he's dead to the Witness Path. This is a fair Eldrazi deck. Yep. World Breakers, Thoughts Knots, Reality Smashers, just like chugging away. I'm just going to put him to 1 here. I think that's plenty fine. Put this up to an 8/8. Knight of the Reliquary is just like a fatty beater. Just doing what he does here is a 3-mana 8/8. It's literally just like 3-mana 8/8 is why we want that card. All right, sweet. Got another one. Undefeated since adding the Hornet Queen to our deck. Just, worth noting. Eldrazian Legacy is very, very good. It is likely a tier 1 deck. There are links to the deck list below the stream. This is probably awful. It's definitely sweet. It's probably unplayable. The Abzan Company matchup has a lot of play for both players to make mistakes, but I think if both players are playing the Kiki Chord and the Abzan Company decks proficiently, Kiki Chord is ahead by probably 5 to 10 percentage points in the matchup on average. Yeah, Eldrazi Legacy never beats lands. It's just super tough matchup. Cue it up. Last seen playing red-green Eldrazi. It was 19 days ago, too, so he might be playing something else now that Eldrazi is bad. Turn 2 Knight. Seems okay. Opponent mulliganed. I'm going to preserve our life total because they could random. I guess they're playing Burn. I have a Lone Missionary, so maybe I should just Fetch Shock. Nah, I'm just going to go. Yeah, the link on the metery should be my decks page, right? I will double check that the link below the stream still goes to my decks page. Maybe the metery pushed their stuff around, but I'm pretty sure that works. Deck list. Find my deck list here. Yeah. Yeah, the link below the stream works fine. You scroll down, Kiki Chord's at the very bottom. It's one of my older deck lists. Okay, so I'm not playing Eldrazi anymore. Not surprising. How late are we going tonight? Maybe another hour or so. It's almost midnight here, and I do have something to do in the morning. So we're going to fetch. I think we're going to shock with this one. Get Stomping Ground. Life total is obviously not a problem. Fetch Shocking allows us to play this around Lightning Bolt, which is nice. GP Charlotte is the same weekend as GPLA. It's their modern weekend, so I'll be playing in Charlotte. Yeah, all the deck lists on that page I generally keep up to date. So I think I'm actually gonna sack this and just start beating him down here. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack for 6 here. It's not the worst. Opponent's at 12. We've got 7 power on the table. Opponent's at 11. We've got 7 power on the table. So, because I finished the season in first, I get free open and classic entry for the next season. So, I think I'm still showing up to everything. Like, it seems silly not to. So, I'm only going to attack with Knight of the Reliquary here because I want to be able to chord for 2. And this way, if he wraths us, we can like chord for Voice of Resurgence, perhaps. What has he got here? Like Jace Architect Thought, gonna Ghost Quarter himself and then wrath us. I doubt I will be playing in the Legacy GP. So they also have like this Player of the Year thing that they're doing, so now I have to decide what we want to do with this chord. So I could chord for Voice, but the problem is we just lose it. But like we're not doing anything else with our mana, really. I think I'm just supposed to chord for Voice here and then like have a token and play Missionary and hit him down to 3. Yeah, I think I like that. Because, like, otherwise this chord's, like, just going to rot in our hand. Gives us a chance to do something with it. We could, like, chord for Wall of Omens, but I think I'd rather just, like, pressure him. He's at 5 here. So, like, he has to, like, have Thopter combo, like, right away, basically. And we drew another chord. That's great. Maybe I'm even just supposed to, like, nah, yeah, let's just attack for 2. And then he's technically dead on board. See Pikachu running on screen there. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate the support. Can't fetch shock. He has a Prairie Stream in his deck and a second Wrath. Wow. Wow. All right. Get got, Hoagland. Well, I'm going to go ahead and chord for a Voice right now. Make him have the path, I guess. That's unfortunate. He might stabilize this game. The Prairie Stream is, yeah. Alright, well, Resto's not bad. So I'm going to let this resolve, and then I'm going to Resto afterwards. Playing around Counter Magic here. This plays into another sweeper, but it plays around Counter Magic. If he has Thopter, Foundry, and another artifact, he could run away with the game. Or he's just dead. Sweet. Get got. Alright, so Scavenging Ooze in, Stony and Kataki in, Phyrexian Revoker in, Rex Sage, Engineer Explosive possibly. We board out mana creatures against Wrath decks. Knight of the Reliquary is not great against Wrath decks. Hornet Queen's probably not great against Wrath decks. Malira is obviously not good. Lone Missionary is not good. It's actually pretty close. Maybe we just like cut a third bird even. Yeah, I think I could see that. Let's trim a Path to Exile. I don't love, like, he probably has gifts in his deck. He definitely has gifts in his deck, and he probably has an Unburial Rites package, but, like, we have Scavenging Ooze to fight the Unburial Rites package in addition to Sin Collector as well, and Nahiri can exile also, so I think I want to trim a Path because they often just don't have a ton of threats. He discarded a Sword of the Meek, so he's definitely on Thopter Gifts. It's possible we want the Fulminator Mage, maybe over a Path or a Bird. He discarded a Sword of the Meek to the Thirst. I don't hate cutting another path for a Fulminator Mage. Don't hate this. Like they have Academy Runes, that's good to tag occasionally. I don't think you need the help. Pontiff clears away Thopters nicely. So like it's got that going for it. I think this is a keep. Seems fine. It's got Lark, which is great in this matchup. It's got... They're generally... These decks often don't have a ton of permission in them. They're like sweepers and removal. So... Nahiri, and just gets better. It's unfortunate that she can't exile... She doesn't interact with the Thopter combo at all, but... Wall is fine. It draws a card and replaces itself, and having a wall in play makes your your Restoration Angels better. So play Wall of Roots, and then play Voice of Resurgence. And then even if he sweeps here, or like goes, he's probably gonna like Thirst into Sweeper. That's fine, so we get to resolve Nahiri and just like generate a ton of value here. Disenchant and Muddle the Mixture. Wall is mana for Chord. And like when they Wrath you, like Wall wasn't really a card that they got with the Wrath. So like if he plays a Wrath here, oh, if he paths us, yeah, deal. And see, Path, you have to have Path in your deck against us because like you need to kill things like Voice and Restoration Angel efficiently, but like this deck can use all of the mana that you give us with the Path. We just, do things like draw Chord of Calling, and then like all of a sudden all of this mana is great for us. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play around counter magic here. I think I'm just gonna jam Nahiri. So if I use Wall of Roots and leave 1 mana up, I can Chord for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess that's good actually. So if I do this, that leaves me Chord for 2 on his turn. So yeah, let's do that. This could eat a Negate or a Mana Leak or a Remand, but I don't think we should play around those cards. Wall is in fact still broken. I'm going to bin the Orza Pontiff for now. Kataki, sweet. He probably has gifts, sure. Just another Thirst, that's fine. Discarded Engineered Explosives. But we have 2 2-drops in play. This card doesn't seem very good against us. I guess he can probably get it to 3. It's not awful against us if he can get it to 3. So let's do that, and then activate Chord. Chord for 2. If this resolves, we'll get a Voice of Resurgence. So that way, on our turn, we're free to do what we want, basically. Unless he has a path, which he doesn't. Sweet. I kind of want to just fire up Raging Ravine here. That doesn't seem awful, does it? Oh, you know what? That was a mistake. I should have discarded that to Nahiri. I think I'm just going to bin Kataki for now. And remember, we can like get these back with Revelark here later. Sage, not bad. So yeah, I'm just going to fire up the old Raging Ravine here and get in here. I'm assuming he doesn't have anything here. I guess if he has a sweeper he doesn't care about, yeah, and that's fine. Use the Ghost Quarter, deal. If he has a sweeper he doesn't care about giving us a voice token, but have you considered adding 1 copy? Archangel Avacyn was worse than Revelark in all of the testing I did with her. I tested it with that card and she was just under impressive all of the time. want our stomping ground? Yeah, I guess I want stomping ground in case I draw Kiki. Plus her, bin this foothills. Draw Temple Garden. Am I going to cycle this? Yeah, I'm going to cycle this, especially since we drew the Temple Garden. Another voice. That's not bad. Let's go and attack with this first one. No, I don't think so. Like, the matchups for Gavany Township is good. You're already favored. Is the logic that I've basically always worked on. I'm going to hold this Temple Garden because we have a lot of health, and we might want to discard it to Nahiri next turn. We also might just, like, alt the Nahiri here. It's a real shame I cut the Hornet Queen. Because Hornet Queen would be nice to fetch here. What can we get here? I just like get Kiki. Oh, you know what? Let's just get Eternal Witness and get back Chord. That seems good. Can I go for the combo here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12. And then Resto makes 13. Untap this is 14. We need 7 and 8. So we're 1 short. So we can't just combo him this turn. So I guess we'll just attack for 6 here, play the Temple Garden, and pass the turn. And then this comes back to our hand at end step. So we get to use it again next turn. Seems hot. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I just supposed to play Revelark this turn? I think I'm supposed to play Revelark this turn. Because that way if he wraths us, we get back to voices. And if Moto wasn't bugged, I would make mana with Wall of Roots here, so I have one more. But, well, Moto is bugged, so that's not an option. So we return this to our hand, because we got it with Nahiri, you know, for value. So now, even Wrath's not good here. He casts Wrath, we get 2 elemental tokens, and then Revelark returns 2 Voice of Resurgence to play. Nahiri is great, and I will probably be playing 2 for the foreseeable future. I guess if he has Path into Wrath here, he can not die. This brings back these 2. Even Path into Wrath, he's still pretty dead, right? We get 2 elemental tokens and then just get to deploy some idiots post-combat. Forgot to float mana with the wall. It's unfortunate. Oh, I stacked my triggers in the wrong order. I should have put Pontiff at the bottom to haunt one of these. Turn Voice to my hand. Play Voice of Resurgence. Play Spellskite. All right, pretty easy 3-0. All right, folks. Just gonna wait just a second for the commercial to finish running.